So I think we're live now.
Uh-oh.
I think it's live. You know what? Let me close that door.
It's all
Because
the
a
way
cat's,
live.
cat's making noise.
It's all the way live. It's
All
all
right.
the way live.
How's
Turn the
it?
phone off.
Oh, yeah, my phone. Make sure the volume's off.
Oh,
And we'll see if people creep into the chat. Give it a minute or two, and then whether or not there's people here, we'll still continue on because we have to, right?
Darn tootin'.
People can always watch the replay later.
Dang skipper.
Yeah.
Dang skipping.
So happy Sunday, guys. Here's hoping that you guys out there had a good weekend.
Yes.
You're going to have a good Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, when's the Browns game? Is that 4?
4, yeah.
Oh.
The Browns play the Cardinals.
Okay, so maybe people are getting ready for the...
Oh, I'm sure.
Getting ready to watch
Pre-game and everything, and anything but working.
Mm-hmm.
I just listed some stuff on eBay, so trying to put some of the things I hope are like, home runs, just kind of get those out first instead of all the little piddly stuff, I should say, peddly. But,
And I was getting the computer set up for the podcast and, getting stuff put together for that. Oh, hi, Earl.
Hi, Earl. Hello, Earl. Welcome to
He opened the door.
Welcome to the show. Did you want to say hello to everybody?
Movie and Toy Collector 13 is here.
Earl. Hey, buddy. What's up, man?
Hey there, dude.
Earl. Do you want to be on? You want to be on TV? Come here.
People haven't seen Earl for a while.
There's Earl.
Maybe he just wanted some screen time.
Hey, Earl. How you doing, buddy? What are you up to?
Aw.
Earl just crept in here looking for something. What do you want, bud?
Earl doesn't like to cuddle much. He doesn't like to be held.
He's not a lap cat.
He's not a lap cat.
He's a chest cat. He'll lay on your chest and cut your airwave off as you're sleeping with his body.
Yeah, Earl will purr and drool on me and sleep on your neck, your chest.
Sometimes I do that.
Sometimes on your shoulder. At 4 in the morning wanting, breakfast. But yeah, he doesn't like to cuddle too much. But he likes to run around and play, and that's what he's doing now. He's running around trying to get into things. Any cats for sale today? No.
Cats for sale.
The cats are priceless.
Any puppies?
There's a million cats
up for adoption?
a million different cats and dogs up for adoption at your local rescue place.
Indeed.
Chaz says, hello there, Chaz. All right, well, let's get started, and if people miss this, they can watch the replay.
Yeah, if you miss it, shame on you. No, that's what YouTube's for. It's good for, if nothing else, you can watch the replay. Hey, welcome everybody to another edition of
Living the Scream. I was too early for that.
The program that goes.
So this is our...
behind the scenes of the Mummy and the Monkey show. Oh, I thought you were going to continue on.
Oh, yeah, that.
Whatever. They argue.
Our behind the scenes podcast. This is the Mummy and the Monkey YouTube channel. We are resellers by day. We are horror hosts by night. We play old film in the public domain. Sometimes we play independent films with permission.
Yeah.
We go to conventions. We look for treasures at yard sales, flea markets, estate sales. We resell. You're also a graphic designer. You're an artist.
Hey, from time to time. Yes.
And we are in the middle of spooky season, of Halloween season. So it's just been so busy that we haven't gotten to do much of the eBay part of things.
That's true.
So we're trying to do more of the eBay stuff this week, but then we also have to edit videos for our Halloween special, for our YouTube and Facebook shows for the weekend.
Is it raining? It is.
It is raining.
I hear the pitter-patter. Wow.
And it's been chilly and rainy. Finally, we have fall weather. It feels great.
We're both very happy about that.
Yeah, because first 2 weeks of October, it's been 75 to 80 degrees.
Yeah.
And it hasn't really felt much like October.
It was 80 degrees this week.
I'm like, where's the sweater weather? Where's,
got it now.
Where's the fall leaves?
You got sweater, rain jacket, umbrella, everything.
The whole thing now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm liking the cool weather.
I'm liking that I had to mow the grass probably for the last time until spring.
Yay!
Now it's just leaf pickup, which is a SOB.
Yeah, now it's raking all the leaves.
Anyway.
That's a whole nother thing.
But anyway, so for the first half of the show, we discuss our eBay stuff, our reselling adventures, things like that. On eBay, Mercari, whatever platforms, Facebook Marketplace, whatever we might have sold some things on.
Yes.
And we're sad to report that the eBay isn't still a little slow. And
So
yeah, you could explain more about why that might be.
There's some fall seller updates that eBay did. And now I have over 300 items that need required item specifics soon, or eBay will take the listings down, or your listings might not show up in a search. Anytime they do an update, I have to, it's like data entry. I have to put in all this information all over again, all these item specifics.
Now keep in mind,
and these are things that I had in the listing when I originally made the listing.
Yeah.
So like the condition of the item, if it's new or used, what color the item is, if it's for men or women or unisex, if it's for kids, if it's this or if it's that. All these different item specifics. So then I have to go back in and do all this data entry on things that I had already put all that information in, and then eBay messes it up and says, oh, we did an update, do this.
Yeah, fix it.
What? Why can't I just run my business without you interfering? And why are you going to do this now in fourth quarter when people are trying to get ready for selling for Christmas time?
Well, yeah.
It doesn't make any damn sense.
It doesn't, and I, you know, someone could accuse, or you know, you can even second guess yourself and go, well, maybe I didn't put this thing in, but
no, most of that stuff there are things that I entered in.
Well, I know that. I'm gonna explain. The one thing that you can definitely be sure that you can never list anything usually if you don't put in is the condition of the item, whether it's new, used, good, whatever. I am going through my list of things that need the added requirements, the specific, you know, the item requirements. And one of the things is that one thing is missing. I had to have put that in there. How did it not have like new or used?
Yeah, why would I list an item and not put that the item is new or used?
eBay won't let you list
eBay won't let you list an
item
unless if you put the condition of the item.
Like before all this, you could leave everything blank, and all they really needed was a title, a price, a shipping option, and the condition of the item. It would stop you and go, you cannot process this unless you say what the condition is. Everything else didn't matter until now. Now they're going back and going, well, you know, redo this stuff. And when you go to redo it, you notice that I noticed that the condition's not there. How?
Yeah,
they took it out.
It got erased. When they did their update, it messed with your listings.
Because they switched categories and stuff, like they combined categories and all kinds of
And
weird
they
stuff.
did this again when they did a summer update where I had like 500 listings I had to fix because eBay effed up, and they did an update, and then all your information gets erased, and then you have to type it in all over again. It's like, I like eBay, don't get me wrong, I do like eBay, but then what I really hate is when they meddle too much and they just won't let the sellers just do their thing and sell.
Right.
It's like, why do I have to go back and do double the work because you did an update? How is that going to help me as a seller?
For many years, that site thrived and was fine. I mean, you didn't even need. I mean, all those item specifics were added way later, and again, made more data entry issues. And that should be a thing. Like, look, we suggest that you put these in there. You don't have to. It might help if you have the time to do it. Then do it. But if not, rest assured, your item will still be available to be searched. But they almost make it so it's like it can't be found if you don't fill that in.
Here's a new thing too with certain categories. So like for dolls, for costume jewelry and other types of jewelry, there are so many more item specifics even added that they want you to put in, and most of them are they don't even matter. Irrelevant, yes. So like, let's say if I'm listing a piece of costume jewelry, you know, like a vintage rhinestone necklace, they have item specifics like diamond cut, metal purity, secondary stone, all these weird item specifics that have nothing to do with costume jewelry.
But you have to put something in that field. It has to be populated with something.
I have to put NA.
Yeah.
For not applicable, because none of that stuff goes with what you're like. Right. If I'm listing a vintage Trifari brooch, it's costume jewelry. It'll look gold, but it's not real gold. You put gold tone in the title. You could put costume in the title. I mean, why in the item specifics do I have to put the metal purity, the diamond, the stone? None of that goes with what I'm actually listing. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
I worked
It's crazy.
for on and off for a company that's very well known in the Cleveland area that makes greeting cards, and they when I got there, worked for them the last time I worked for them before they let me go. They implemented a system for everyone to use, for whether it's like project managers to the designers.
Yes.
Which the designers really just want to focus on designing, creating artwork and lettering and everything like that. But they implemented a system very relatively recently that the company never used before. Somebody came in and thought they were going to leave their mark by coming in and implementing a software program that was basically used to design rocket engine parts. It had nothing to do with, but it has all this data entry. So now most of the designers, I guess maybe to some of the bean counters and other people, not belittling what they do obviously, but they're more used to spreadsheets and data entry and all this kind of Excel and blah, blah,
Well,
blah.
and that's different if you're working in an office.
Let me finish.
Okay.
It's not if you're a designer. The people that would sit down and
no, but what I'm saying is the data entry stuff should be separate from then what other people are.
What I'm saying is that that's not my point. My point is that they had a system that worked for over 100 years. You let the designers do their crazy thing, be creative what they had to do, no matter what it is, and they come out with some really kick butt stuff that put us on the map between the designers and the writers of the cards. It was the artwork. The artwork attracts, the copy sells. But somebody came in there. They had put a whole new regime of people that ran things. They thought it was a good thing to implement data entry type protocol for a designer, a surface or graphic designer that now spends over half of their time with data entry instead of coming up with new innovative things. They are wasting all their time on populating fields with information that they never had to do before.
It's a time suck.
So it sounds like a similar
waste
thing.
Of time. And the current people who are running eBay used to work for Walmart. So you can judge, you can have your own opinion about that, but
so
eBay,
that happens a lot.
What makes eBay unique is that it is a selling place for vintage items, hard to find items,
some strange
collectible things, strange things. It is not a Walmart or a Target. It is not like a
mass.
It is not a mass producible big box store where they just have new stuff all the time. eBay.
That's more Amazon.
Yes, eBay has new things, but most of it is from Amazon drop shippers. They put listings on eBay and they send it to you in an Amazon envelope.
Right.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, if I'm looking for some like for eBay, that's a great. If I'm looking for some bizarre, obscure toy from the 1960s, when I find that listing, I know what it is. Yes. That's what I'm looking for.
You're gonna look for it on eBay. Yeah. You're not gonna go to the Walmart or the Target to look for that vintage thing.
You can't find it.
No.
There. And you know what you're buying.
And people who are running eBay need to realize that is their bread and butter. People buying vintage, hard to find, unique items. And when you have all this data entry for like this vintage thing, it's not necessary. People are going to search for it and it should come up based on your title, your description, have some item specifics, but you don't need to go overboard with it.
I remember listing, and I still think they have that little sort of advice thing as you start listing something. Use words that describe your product the best, and make sure that, and even when you, especially in the description, keep going. You're doing good. They would give you those little prompts instead of just saying wood nickel for sale, and that's all you would say. Wood nickel, this diameter, this thing. You could put all of that. You used to be able to just put that in, and it was up to you. Because ultimately, if you don't put that in there, then maybe it's a way they think they can cover their butt for returns. If someone says, "Look, this wasn't listed," but it's an item specific.
It's like way too much. Now, when I go on other platforms, like Mercari, when I use that app, it's very simple and easy to list things. With Poshmark, it's very simple and easy to list things. But with Poshmark, their fees are higher. Their fees are 20%. And that's why after a little over a year of using Poshmark and selling some things here and there, I did get rid of it. I was even a Poshmark ambassador.
Ooh.
Ooh, and I didn't sell much on
Ambassador.
there. I really didn't. But here and there I would sell some like fashionable things.
Is there an embassy where all the Poshmark ambassadors go and have a global meeting?
It was yeah, the fees were too high. With eBay fees it's like 10 to 15%.
Well, you're rethinking that now, ain't you?
But here's the thing. There was another person on YouTube, the Auction Professor, another Ohioan that does YouTube videos. He said he was getting charged way too much for some of his listings. When he looked at his monthly fees, when he saw the breakdown of his eBay fees, eBay was charging him like $1 more for some of his listings for things that should be free.
They were in a category, because on eBay...
In the collectibles category, you can add up to 12 photos, and it's part of like your listing.
Your subscription.
But they were charging him extra for things that shouldn't have been charged extra.
And they said it's his fault for not going back and even though they did move into a category that charges you when you initially didn't have it in that category, it's your fault for not forensically going through your listings and noticing that they shouldn't be in that category where you didn't have them before.
Right, and he contacted eBay for business, and they were telling him it was his fault.
It's shady as hell.
How is it his fault that eBay is overcharging him for the listings that he made?
That's some shady
It doesn't. It was real shady. So now we have to check our seller, breakdown to see if they're doing the same thing to us. And if you guys have an eBay store out there, definitely check the fees to see if they're overcharging you. And I might consider Etsy again. I did try Etsy one time, and I didn't like how clunky the site was, but that was 3 or 4 years ago. Maybe it got better. Maybe I might like it better than eBay.
There's a lot of places.
There's other places that I'm going to have to try. I do have a Mercari app on my phone, and I do sell a few things here and there, but not much. So I might try listing some more stuff on Mercari to see if sales would improve on there. But it's just upsetting because I really do like eBay.
Yeah.
It's just, why are they making it not
it's not eBay.
Fun, and why are they making these changes that can affect people's livelihoods?
It does, and there are people
people use eBay. Some people use eBay. I'm one of them, to eat, to pay your bills, to pay our taxes. Like, this is how we live. Most of my income is from eBay. Mm-hmm. So if they mess with something, that can affect my sales and my livelihood. I mean, and plus it's going to shoot them. eBay's going to hurt themselves.
Why would you?
Why would you take sales away from sellers when you get a chunk of that sale?
Yeah,
a chunk of my sales go to eBay.
Yeah,
I pay eBay fees.
Let's make it as easy as possible. You had a weird theory or a sort of an idea or a thought, wondering if they're trying to push the little guy out. Like eBay wants more, like Amazon. They want more sellers to have like mass inventory things and.
Yeah, I thought, well, maybe they're trying to do that to get rid of the smaller sellers, and that way for like these people who maybe have a big warehouse and employees and they have big eBay stores,
tons of
like
replaceable, replenishable.
What do they call that? The eBay anchor store, where they have like 50,000 listings and a warehouse full. It makes me wonder if they're catering to the bigger sellers and not helping the smaller sellers.
Some of the return policies that eBay has too is a little more suits themselves more for that type of seller rather than someone who has a one-of-a-kind thing that you send it to somebody and you sell it to somebody and then they don't like it or they change their mind. You just can't send them another one. Say, don't worry about it. Don't even return it. Here's a replacement for this rare comic book or toy. But eBay acts like, well, you should just handle it like the big retailer. Oh, those shoes or that mixer you bought doesn't work, or that toaster. Keep the toaster, whether it works or not. We don't care. Here's another one. Hope you're happy.
Yeah, smaller sellers can't do that.
No.
So if someone, let's say if I sold,
even if you're a big seller and have something that's a one of a kind or a two of it, you can't just replace this thing.
Right. Like, okay, maybe a hard to find doll. Let's say I sell a doll, and then, I take pictures of this doll, I ship it out, and then someone claims item not as described.
Right.
The cape is cherry apple red, and in
Not
the
lipstick
picture it looked burgundy red.
Right. You could say that.
I want my money back, or I want a refund. And then they send the item back. Let's say they cut the doll's hair or rip up the outfit.
They can do anything they want.
They can pretty much do anything they want and mail it back to you, then you're supposed to refund them even if they damage the item.
They can even send you something that's not that item. And
they could send you, maybe they send you a different doll altogether.
They send you a toaster.
Maybe they send you a rock.
Yeah.
Maybe they put a rock in a box and mail it to you. And eBay will side with them.
That's been going on for a while.
That's been going on for years.
And that's, that's a sort of a...
It doesn't happen that often, thankfully, so I'm very thankful for that. Most people do the right thing. Most people are good. But when it does happen, it really throws you off and it stresses you out.
We got some fun interaction. We should do some interaction.
So there's a ton of comments. Let's read the comments, guys. Thank you.
Like Drake H. Oh, shoot me over corporate spreadsheets and reports.
Yes.
The one thing I don't miss about working in a corporate environment are all the acronyms and things and all the abbreviated words they use. Like you're supposed, you have to have a meeting just to understand what that is anyway.
Hey gang, good afternoon. Hey James. Drake says eBay bad, chocolate and shrimp cocktail.
Ooh.
Chocolate and shrimp.
Well, that's different. It's exotic for sure.
I don't like eBay. It's necessary evil to be able to sell. eBay doesn't care about sellers anymore.
But that,
it's
strange.
Without the sellers though, they wouldn't have a site. Without these sellers, they wouldn't be collecting the fees. So it would be in their best interest to make it a good environment for the sellers to sell their stuff quick, to get things moving, and to keep the site, easy to use, easy to maintain, without glitches, without these crazy updates. All right, sounds like eBay is going the way of YouTube, says JB. Well, I don't know. I think YouTube's okay, but maybe other people think YouTube isn't.
I think Facebook's more of the thing that's kind of scary. We just recently had a couple of people. It has to do with our other show, but we had some people got like a month suspension in Facebook jail for stuff that doesn't make any sense. It's really scary.
Yeah, so when we did our live streaming show Friday night, we had a couple fans write to us saying that they are in a 30-day Facebook jail because they commented on a zombie movie.
In a chat?
And they didn't even comment anything bad. Like one person quoted something from the movie. Another person just said the zombie was ugly.
No, didn't someone say hit the like button?
One person said hit the like button.
And they thought that sounded like an aggressive thing.
And it got them into Facebook jail?
This is getting crazy. I don't know about
So I do apologize about that, guys.
And
so we might have to switch. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Let's read the comments.
How do we rephrase hit the like button? Gently press the like button.
Gently click with your mouse.
Virtually press the like button.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Jeez.
eBay has made it too hard for sellers, just as you described.
I don't know why, but I don't understand why. It wasn't broken. People were having a lot of fun with it. People were finding exactly what they're looking for.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? It's like.
So I might try Etsy, and James did say try Etsy. At least they sell your Mummy and the Monkey Hairy Scary Hangover merchandise. Well, they do sell our action figures thanks to Phoenix Comics and Toys.
Rob over there.
They are, we have an agreement, and they are the official online store for our handmade figurines. So yeah, thank you, James.
Oh, must scroll. Okay.
Yeah. John says, "What's up?" Hey, John.
Yeah, it's very, I'm just plugging away here because we still sell some decent stuff.
Yeah. So and I
just
could
never
show
know
some.
It's in limbo.
Yeah, it just, I remember this time last year selling more.
Yeah. And
when I look at my numbers, I'm still down a little bit. Like, I get some decent sales here and there, but there are some days where nothing, you know?
I can't imagine if you were as forensic with all of your, all of the stuff that's on, the way your account works, like the auction professor is, that guy on YouTube. This guy is meticulous. He goes through everything, compares his sales. He probably has a graph that shows his sales since he started. And you
Well,
can
he's
tell,
been running his business for a very long time.
and you can tell where there's like where when something changed.
When
like,
something changes and he sees a change in his business.
He sees the reaction of it,
and
it's costing him lots and lots of money every day.
And you got to keep track of that.
Which
you got to keep track of your numbers.
If it's costing him, it's costing all of us. We all might be losing so much money, whether we're paying fees we don't need to pay, or our stuff's not being seen. But I don't understand
good point,
that.
like, so Auction Professor doesn't endorse this in any way. We just like watching his videos.
Oh, he's really
he made a great point. Like, eBay's stock has gone down, which is strange for it to do that.
Well, when investors see that the like you said, the sellers are revolting or not, or maybe a lot of people,
or maybe they're going
out
to other sites.
You know, people were pulling out of eBay a long time ago because they didn't like the return policies.
Yeah.
This might really cause a mass, exodus of buyer or sellers.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, like, people can return something. Like, I had a lady
no problem with that.
buy a pair of jeans and she said that they didn't fit right. So she is sending them back. I have that open return. For clothing, if it doesn't fit right, that's okay. As long as they send it back in the same condition that I sold it to them, I have no problem with that. Like, I had a month or two ago a $99 return. It was a men's blazer, and the guy said it was just a little too tight. It didn't fit him right.
Well, then you should.
So I'm like, okay, that's fine.
You should just lay off the cupcakes, dude.
No, don't say that. That's not right. But he sent it back, and the jacket was in good condition. It was fine. So I relisted it, and it's okay. I gave him his money back. But when it's someone abusing the return policy, and they send you a damaged item or the wrong item, that's where I get very upset.
Man, I'll never forget that one when you sold a doll. It was like a little composition doll. Mm-hmm. And it was some other material, like plastic or something.
Yes.
The guy gets it and he flips out before he sends it. He goes, I'm going to return this thing. It was broken. And he sent you a picture of what was wrong. It was kind of broken here and there. When you got this package back, it was a little doll this big.
It was like
open the box,
little vintage like doll, yeah.
Cornflakes came out. It was like he totally smashed it on purpose and sent you back the doll in thousands of pieces.
Yeah, like he smashed it with a hammer first before stuffing it in the box. It was very strange.
It wasn't what he showed you what was damaged. So that was just a dick move right there.
Yeah, that was the weirdest. Yeah. I don't know. I don't understand.
We do love their global shipping program, though.
Yes, so I do love their global shipping program, and I have to see if Etsy has something similar to that, or if you have to calculate the shipping globally.
Because those things go a long way, obviously.
You send it to their processing center, and then they sort it out. They handle the customs forms.
Right.
They handle, like, if it's sent damaged, they handle the insurance claims.
Basically, if it gets damaged, if you send something out and it's one condition, and you can, and it's obviously the way you send it out. Once it gets to that processing center, anything that happens between there and the delivery, the destination, they eat it. They'll take the whole thing, and it's a nice thing, especially if the damage did happen on the way to wherever it is, because here doesn't, you could send out the most pristine thing, and when it gets to the buyer, if it's a little scratched or a little damaged or nothing's wrong at all, if nothing's wrong at all, they can return it.
They can still complain
and return it. If it gets broken to a million pieces, they can still return it. But with the global shipping, you want it to get there in one piece, and you're all happy when you get the little response back. Thank you for sending this. But if something happens, you don't have to worry about
because the global shipping department handles it.
And if they
let's say if someone from the UK orders a doll or a pair of shoes, anything, they might, I'm sure they pay extra in shipping to do the global shipping. They do, but their item is insured,
right?
And it's processed through there.
Yeah, they pay
and then that way, if there's an issue, it's covered, and they can get their money back.
But anyway, yeah. So that's still pretty gold with eBay.
So right now. That is the one thing that I do like about we complain, but we do like eBay. We just are upset about these changes because it's messing a lot of things up. I do like their global shipping program. So it's like this weird love-hate thing with eBay right now.
Yeah, and it's a sort of a It's an interesting because we brought this up earlier on Facebook. Because of what's going on, I guess in the States at least.
Tommy Bernard says unless they file an item not as described, you have no protection. You do through global shipping.
You do, yeah.
You do. Global shipping handles it because you had an issue
just recently with.
So maybe explain that, and then I could show some of the sold items.
Yeah, I had some. It was some McDonald's signage that was sealed in a bag. I can't open it and show you what's in it at all. If I open it, then I have a way less valuable item. I posted a ton of great pictures, the best I could take through the bag. It was
through the plastic. It was clear plastic, yeah.
And the thing was like $250 plus the insurance, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They bought it, whatever, and went to Japan. Guy gets it, or whoever gets it, and they said, well, I opened it up and it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Well, number one, I sent you the best photographs I could, and he goes, that's okay, but the thing that clinched it was, he goes, part of it was damaged because they were like foam paper, printed on like thin foam, and one of them was cracked in half on the at the edge
so
of the
it was
sign.
Damaged during shipping.
Yep. So that right there wasn't my fault. It wasn't like that in the pictures. So it got somehow damaged in transit when they repackaged it or whatever they do for the customs over there between there and where it was going to. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't. And my item was best described. It was in packaging. That's the best I could do.
What was the reason for the person wanting to return it? Like, what did they put it under?
Well, I know
did
part
they
of it
put
was
it as item not as described?
Everything.
So they put it under all the reasons.
Yeah, they just didn't like what they got, but
and
that
then
wasn't
you
my fault.
contacted eBay Global.
Yeah, I said, the item got damaged. And they even say, well, the buyer was livid. They wanted why I would think I could. Well, number one, there's this like huge difference in time.
It's like a 18-hour difference.
So it's halfway through the next day.
Something crazy like that for anything in Japan. It's almost a day difference with Japan and Australia.
So I told it I was very civil with the person. I'm like, well, let me see. I'm going by eBay's suggestions here in our conversation. They said they gave a certain date. And I said I have to wait to this date to do something about it. Mm-hmm. If I think if there was damage, and there was damage to it. So that day, I get a message like 1 a.m. Well, it's the date. What are you doing about it? I'm like, dude, I said, it's 1 a.m. over here. I know. Don't worry. And we've dealt with this before. eBay, when it comes to the global shipping thing, they're robots with this stuff. If it's damaged and it wasn't before, don't worry about it. We got you. Boom. And you just never hear about it.
Yeah, usually when I've had, and I haven't had many issues with global shipping, but there was,
unbelievable.
When I first started selling full-time on eBay, there was one instance where I sent 2 different things through eBay Global Shipping, one to the UK, one to Japan. And at the processing center, they swapped the labels. So the Halloween mask that someone in Japan ordered went to my customer in the UK.
Or 2 different things.
And the other, I don't even remember what the other item was. The other item that the person in the UK ordered went to Japan. So each of them were messaging me going, I ordered this thing and you sent me a mask, or I ordered this thing and I'm getting, where's my item, So I asked both customers if they could send me pictures of the packaging and what it looked like. And so I could send that information to eBay Global Shipping.
This was a long time.
It was such an ordeal, but they did straighten it out. So I showed them, look, the labels were swapped at the processing center. I had 2 orders, 2 different customers, 2 different parts of the globe, and they swapped it.
So Tommy
So they refunded both, and they even let me keep the money from the sale.
So Tommy's right. I mean, I think that they shouldn't cover items not as described. That makes sense, even if it's global shipping. The damage is what we're talking about. We always say if the thing is damaged, then there's nothing to worry about.
Yeah, I haven't had an item not as described from global.
Yeah, and that becomes a little bit of
I don't get many issues from global, but at the same time, it's under a different department where they cover it, and I think that person, if they have an issue, can contact the eBay department from their country or from global shipping.
And another thing,
it's like different departments that would handle that first.
And I wonder over a barrel, like if someone had to ship something back, if it was item not as described, who pays for all that? You do ultimately, but the person that wants to ship it has to ship it to you. ship it back to you through eBay's global shipping program. I don't know how that works.
I have no idea how
It's
they
just
would
easier
do that.
probably just to wash it, but I don't know. I have not had an item not described from global shipping.
Yeah, luckily.
Just damaged stuff here and there, but that's it.
So yeah, that's the big to do with eBay.
You gonna show some stuff?
These weird updates. I do have some weekend sales I could share.
Okay.
Not a lot, but you know, some.
That's enough.
Some is better than none,
Right.
right? So I bought these shoes the other day at Savers, and I think I paid maybe $9 for them with the 20% off coupon. And these are new without the box. Like everything's new on them. Those sold for $29.99 plus shipping. These like cute Puma shoes, like sporty shoes.
Or Puma, as some people
Sold
say.
some. These are new without the box. You know, soles are brand new. These are Cape Robin shoes. Those sold for $32. They're like, you know, ladies' boots. Fall weather. People want boots. Sold a Halloween thing. This is a steampunk little frilly neck thing.
Oh yeah.
That sold for I think 16 something shipping included. It's super lightweight. I paid 99 cents for this at an outlet store, and sold the last one of these. I had like maybe 3 of these originally. This is Bam Bam from the
Bam,
Flintstones.
Bam, Bam. Yeah.
Now this is vintage and unique. This is from the 1960s. This is a Bam Bam doll. This is made by the Ideal Toy Company.
Yeah.
The Ideal Toy Company. And he went for $45 plus shipping.
Wow.
I even conditioned and combed out his hair. He was really filthy when
What do we pay for that lot of stuff that one day?
$40.
Yeah, so that bought everything.
So this paid for that whole lot from that one yard sale.
Crazy.
Yeah. And yeah, I took a magic eraser and cleaned them up and made them look nice for the pictures. And yeah, he went for $45 plus shipping.
There is no return on selling body parts. That's true. You got to keep them when you buy them.
Oh gosh.
That's a
Item
one-way
not
trip.
as described. I have a Mercari sale. So I picked this up for a couple of bucks at a Savers. It sold
That was just the other day you sold
Yeah,
that. I
yeah.
found that for you, didn't
This
I?
is a Disney store exclusive.
That's the one I picked up for you.
That's the one you found for me. Disney store exclusive Snow White doll. She went for $13 plus shipping on Mercari. Some of the toys and like the new trendy stuff, some of that stuff sells on there. I noticed Mercari has a younger crowd that shops on there. So like some of the Monster High stuff or Bratz, sometimes I could sell it on Mercari. Sometimes video games I could sell on there. So yeah, I mean, and then some costume jewelry.
That you can't see.
That yet you can't see. Some little pieces like that. Some of those went for like $15 to $18. So.
Yeah. I had a sale today. A better one. This little animatronic guy, animated decoration from Woolworths. Remember that department store? Closed probably a decade ago here in America.
I remember Woolworths.
Yeah, but this is from probably the late, is it 89? 80, 86, 87?
Late 80s, yeah.
Yeah, but it's a little pumpkin guy who dances and makes
He's
noise.
so cute.
Pick these up. I got this and a witch. They were about $8 a piece, which I couldn't believe.
Witchy Poo is sold, right?
No, I still have her.
Oh, you still have Witchy Poo?
Yeah, I still have Witchy Poo. We took these to Cinema Wasteland. Nobody bought them, but I had them, so I put them back on eBay for $49.99 a piece. And this one did sell for $49.99
Yay!
plus shipping.
Vintage Halloween.
Yeah, so these are like at a what was that? Value World. We were scouring different just several weeks ago before, right when Halloween started.
Like right before October started.
Yeah, we were going to our thrift stores going, here we go, here comes a Halloween. Nothing. Couldn't find anything.
Well, vintage Halloween people buy up right away.
We know that, but
and then we collect vintage Halloween also. So there's other collectors and resellers that are like
I remember stumbling
buying it up. And
we remember stumbling into some like Goodwills, and they'd have a whole wall full of blow molds and all kinds of stuff still there when didn't even think about it. We're like, oh, guess what? Halloween's out. Now we go looking for it, can't find it.
Right.
But yeah, I was so surprised to see these sitting there for even for $8 a pop. That's like not. I mean, the money back 4 times. So anyway, so happy I sold him. So that's my big sale for the day.
And someone's gonna love him.
They will.
He'll
He
be
works
like,
great.
in their house for
A
Halloween.
family member.
Yeah, he'll be a new part of their family.
Yeah. Now if someone buys the witch, I'll be happy.
That's cute.
And just all right. So does that wrap it up for eBay?
So let's switch gears here. We're gonna talk more about behind the scenes MummyAndMonkey stuff. All right, so with the Mummy and the Monkey, we were at the Ghoul Brothers Haunted House last night in Akron, Ohio.
Second time.
For the second time.
Louie!
And then there's Louie, guest starring Louie.
Say hello to everybody, Louie. They're wondering about you.
And Jack,
Okay.
you guys never see. Our other cat, Jack, he's afraid of his own shadow.
We'll have to bring him out one day.
He hides all the time. He's hard to, he's not as social.
Lou.
But yeah, we filmed last night because we were looking at some of the footage we shot the week before, and some of the footage was kind of dark and grainy. So we thought, let's go back there one more time with my nicer camera and have a flashlight or some type of light and go through. And we thought, well, we'll get there earlier before it starts to get footage before they start letting, customers in. Yeah. So they let us go through part of it with the lights on, and then we got to walk through with the lights off, and then we had our flashlight, and it was just so much fun.
It was great. It was a blast.
Yeah.
If you're in the Akron, Ohio area or in Ohio and don't mind driving down to Akron and checking out, you got to check this.
You have to check out the Ghoul Brothers because it's ran by Dave Barton owns it, and he is a Hollywood special effects guy. Did
stuff for Pacific Rim, Starship Troopers. They got some stuff from Jurassic Park in there. I don't know if he worked on that. He may have. But he's done so much stuff. Just look up his IDBM or whatever.
The props in there are very professional Hollywood looking.
Yeah, well, they have some stuff from movies too.
And they have they have some movie props there, and then the actors.
Evil, spider thing.
They have this creepy
man spider.
He has this weird spider kind of face. Yeah. And. He's from one of the Resident Evil movies. An actual prop from one of the Resident Evil movies. Yeah. It's just so freaking cool. It is really cool. So they were really nice to invite us out, and we got to sit in for their employee meetings behind the scenes, and that was neat to see. Mm-hmm. Their actors really give it their all. They really ham it up.
They're into it. They're really into it.
Some of the scenes that we walked into, those ladies are. It's so creepy cool.
You'll see some of it on our Halloween special on Halloween night. Ooh, I'm excited about this.
Yeah.
Because when we initially went, we were in character, and we did interviews with some people and did that kind of stuff. We did do a walkthrough, but it wasn't lit well, and as it shouldn't be.
And then when we were in costume, sometimes it's hard
it's clunky, to focus and
to do everything, and we do try to do everything.
Yeah, and we're trying to get each other doing stuff.
So we went in costume for for the first Saturday, and then the Saturday after we were just there incognito, getting video. Oh. But that was really nice that they invited us out, and they were, very, very inviting and welcoming. So thank you, Ghoul Brothers Haunted House.
Ghoul Brothers.
It's $20 to go through there, but it's worth every penny because the effects are just so cool.
When we did our walkthrough the second time, when we walked through twice yesterday, we did it with the lights on. That sounds weird. And we did it with the lights off.
Oh yeah.
We did it twice yesterday. But
I like how we spent Sweetest Day at a haunted house.
Hey,
I think that's romantic.
I bought you some nice socks for Sweetest Day.
You did. So he got me the best socks, and I'm wearing them right now. Should I show them?
Sure. Yeah, sure.
How do I don't know if I can kick that high.
You can.
How does it?
You just hold your leg up or something. There you go.
There we go.
Up a little bit more. There you go. Ooh, easy.
I'm gonna
hurt yourself. It says coffee makes me poop. If you couldn't see that.
Yes, he bought me socks that say coffee makes me poop.
And of course they're brown socks.
And they're brown socks.
There you go. That's true love.
Yes, that is so romantic.
We walked through, and that second walkthrough with the lights off and everything. That thing was that it seemed like when you were gonna change cards, I was like, I hope we're done because this is like a lot, because we tape so much.
Yeah, and when you walk through there, you feel like you're going to be in there forever because the walkthrough is, it's intense. There's a lot there, a lot of mazes and different doorways, and it's really fun.
And there's some things I've never experienced before in a haunted attraction. We've been to a lot of them, so that was fun. I was like, this is ingenious.
Louis ran off with your rubber gorilla.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh,
there's
that
a little
one?
rubber
You can
gorilla.
have
He
that
ran
one.
off.
You can have that.
He's
one.
probably gonna chew it up.
He likes those rubbery toys.
That's funny.
But yeah, so Ghoul Brothers. What were we doing last night? Ghoul Brothers.
Ghoul Brothers.
You got to go check them out, please.
Yeah.
Tell them the Mummy Monkey singer. They'd like that.
So now we have to go through and edit all that footage. We still have Cinema Wasteland footage to go through. And Ocean Shrug says, when do you think the Cinema Wasteland video will be released? We're going to release some of it for our Halloween special.
But some of it might pop up this week's show. This Friday night show.
Some of it might show up this because we have some fun interview footage, some interesting GoPro footage.
All kinds of stuff.
All kinds of fun stuff.
So some Cinema Wasteland stuff, because that's very, it kind of feeds into the Halloween theme. And we're probably going to do, we're thinking about doing shorts, doing some short subject stuff, this scary related short subject.
Some video shorts.
Right, Lou?
Like one that we've had permission to play in the past is a short film called Monsters Crash the Pajama Party.
Ooh, yeah,
So,
that's right.
Thanks to Something Weird Video,
Louis Crash the Pajama Party.
we'll be playing that one. That's the one that Lisa said that we could play before. So I don't see why we couldn't play it again.
Right, and then some other, fun stuff that we can muster up.
And some other shorts, maybe some, we'll find something fun. It'll be a shorts night this Friday night for the Hairy Scary Hangout. And that streams live on our Facebook page, and then we show the replay on our YouTube channel like the next day. For the people that watch us that don't like to go on Facebook, they can watch it on YouTube.
And that's right. And you're also at the tail end of our Hairy Scary Weekend offering. That's right. We're bumping up our offering for the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday Mummy Monkey stuff. We have our Friday night shows, the Hairy Scary Hangout and Hairy Scary Hangover. And then Saturday, Janet puts together a fun Cinematary Saturdays show. But that's preceded by repeats of the Hairy Scary Hangout, either the show from the night before or gosh knows when we know whatever we can dig up and show before that. So you got pretty much
a whole
Friday,
weekend of
Saturday
stuff
night blocked out from like
watch.
8 p.m. to midnight or 1. There's Mummy and Monkey stuff. And then we do this live podcast on Sundays.
So we try to do this on most weekends. Halloween weekend, we're going to take off, but we're going to play a new Halloween special on Halloween night.
Right. It'll
and
be
then
scheduled on YouTube.
On YouTube.
Not
it'll
on
be
Facebook.
It'll be YouTube only, not Facebook.
A YouTube exclusive on Halloween.
A YouTube exclusive. We're going to be playing the movie The Dead Next Door.
Ooh.
Thank you to J.R. Bookwalter. He's the filmmaker that made that movie, and he has it on Blu-ray with deleted scenes, with commentary, and it looks really, really amazing on Blu-ray.
It does.
So we're going to be playing whatever version he's okay with us playing, and we probably standard definition, and then we're going to promote the high definition, the Blu-ray, because it has all that extra stuff.
Yeah, not us running around.
So we'll have the links also on where people can buy the Blu-ray version.
But it's definitely going to be one of our better, maybe our best Halloween special.
I think so. I think it's going to be our best yet, and I love how everything kind of clicked into place because we met JR at Cinema Wasteland. We were able to interview him. He's going to let us play the movie, and then Dave Barton also worked on The Dead Next Door, and he also runs the Ghoul Brothers Haunted House. So there's like this Akron connection, this Akron, Ohio talent connection, and it's starting to the puzzle pieces are coming together perfectly. So I'm really grateful for that.
The Kermit the Frog needs to write a song and sing that song. The Akron Connection, the creatures, the screamers, and me. Not my best Kermit, but
Not really.
I don't practice it that much. Oh, hi, Miss Piggy.
Anyway. Hey, over there.
Hi, ho, and welcome
Hi,
back.
over there.
That's a weird voice.
I can't do that.
Hi, ho, hi, ho, and welcome back. I can't do it. I have to I don't practice Kermit.
If you guys have any more questions for us, feel free to put it in the comments.
Yeah. If
you guys haven't done so, please
gently
gently
Louie,
tap.
My gosh, what's he want?
Gently click on the like button.
Yes, virtually depress the like button.
And we do appreciate you
on the
for
dashboard
that.
there underneath us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. It's just So Mummy the Monkey is moving along, trying our best and our hardest to bring you the best stuff we can. And don't forget, this is a 2 of us production. We don't have camera crews and script writers or anything like that. And that's probably apparent.
It probably shows that it's just us working on it.
I don't know. Like I said, all you can do is do your best.
Now,
and that's what we try.
We're in the future. I think it would be awesome to
Would it
have
be the same product though. Yeah,
Well, I
probably.
think it would be awesome to have, like, you know, maybe one of the local friends help here and there. Like maybe if we go on location somewhere, to have a friend help hold the camera, or have a friend help carry equipment, or if they want to dress up in character for a skit or something.
Yeah, we need more of that kind of
We
stuff.
need
for sure.
more of that. We could use a few friendly friends helping here and
We
there.
just have to come up with some sort of, you know, we need a crew is what we need, a mini crew.
Just a small crew, maybe
Yeah.
1 or 2 folks that you know, if they're available for a convention weekend, maybe they could help us at our table or help go around with the camera.
And we do
here
have
and
friends
there.
that help us from time
Yeah.
to time, like Bob Ferguson, John Wise, Johnny Mafrisi has helped us in the past.
So we have had friends help us in the past.
We had some friends.
So we're grateful for that. Maybe a friend to take behind the scenes photos, because when we're out on location, we don't get to take pictures of us really. We might take 1 or 2 selfies, but there's not a lot of behind the scenes pictures.
Right.
Unless if other people take them.
Right.
So.
Wow. So yeah, it's a full-time gig, and we're busier than ever. I mean, we don't.
Lois says I volunteer for any of that. Well, thank you, Miss Lois.
All right, cool.
And in the past, if we had a friend help at a convention or help with taking pictures or video, you know, we would give them credits and shout outs. You know, maybe we'd get them like pizza for that day, get them lunch or something. So.
Sure, we always try to take care of our crew.
Yeah, very cool.
Look, you're definitely more camera savvy than any of us. So
She's good at taking. She takes great nature pictures,
You know.
cat pictures. They turned out
she's
great.
a photographer extraordinaire, so she shouldn't have any problem. We're just sort of like, you know,
Yeah, so maybe this Friday,
Faking it.
Miss Lois, if you want to stop by for a little bit and take behind the scenes pictures.
what we need to do is shoot.
You
a
know,
lot
and
of-
just get a couple of those big pizzas and.
But what we need to do is shoot a lot of our goings on so people could see exactly what goes into one of our productions.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because
Like
yeah,
a documentary style?
Yeah, sure. Why not? There's no school for this. There is, but why do you need it? You know, I say do what you want to do. I mean, you know, I don't know. I think there's a lot of difference between, you know, about what you can do now. A lot of it's up to the creative person. You know, there's definitely more brushes and paint and all this kind of stuff available to people. You know, metaphorically. You know, you have all these tools to work with, so why not use them? Hey, what do you want? Look at him, he's playing. What do you want?
I think he wants to play
He
or go
does.
outside or eat treats.
He wants to play.
Louis trying to get our attention.
Big time.
He's like really like.
He thinks I have one of your hair ties.
He does not care that we're doing a show.
Nope.
He's like, pay attention to me.
Yep.
Me, Louis.
Anyway, so don't worry, Lou. We'll play in a minute, okay?
Even when we were doing the library discussion last week, or earlier this week, and that was a lot of fun. So thank you guys if you're watching.
Oh,
If you
yeah.
attended the North Royalton Public Library Halloween movie discussion. Even Louis would show up on the Zoom a little
Yeah,
bit.
hey, Lou.
Yeah. Ocean Shrug says, I'm a photographer too and I have a really nice Nikon. Yeah, Nikons take good pictures. I had a Nikon before. Lois has a wonderful Nikon camera she just purchased recently. Moon over Miami says, hello everyone. Hello there, Moon.
I love your Denny's food. That plate is one of my favorite. Moon's over my hammy.
Bubba
Lou.
says, hello folks, going to listen
Lou.
on the ride home. Awesome. Well, stay safe and yeah, safe travels there. Louis wants to play. Well, gang, we should probably wrap this up in a little bit, but if you have any questions, comments, complaints, put it in the comments below, or you can email us, and our email should be in the description below. There's also links to our Teespring store,
Yes.
our eBay stores in the video description, and all of our other social media pages. So thank you again for hanging out with us. If you like talking behind the scenes, reselling, eBay, finding treasures at thrift stores. If you also like old cheesy B movies, you might like our channel, The Mummy and the Monkey. So share this with a friend and maybe we'll get more people to hang out and watch with us.
That'd be great. Yeah, and we appreciate all the support from anyone that's sent us super chats in the past and just been there to watch the show, because that's all we're really doing it for, is the love of the genre and entertaining people. It's fun. It's a lot of fun, you know.
Very cool. All right. Well, I would say good night, good fright, but it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
So good day, Ovid. I don't know. Ovid, what do you say? Good day, Amscray. I don't know.
So have a good afternoon, guys, and have a fabulous Sunday.
Yes, what she said. All right, we'll see you next time, gang. Thanks for joining us, and
Mwah.
that too.
Bye-bye.
Oh, I need to put glasses on so I can see how to shut this off.